Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we are in Star Citizen to check out Update 9 or Patch 13 or the Racing Update or whatever you want to call it. It's a massive update, it's here. You can see my hangar is no longer the business hangar. Well, it is still the business hangar. This is the replacement for it. One thing I will say straight away, we have TrackIR support. My head, it moves. I'm not touching the mouse or anything. You want to see something really weird? Whee! Bit of a bug. Yeah, TrackIR support. Really cool. We've been waiting for this for a long time. It is here. So we'll definitely take a look at that in some Vandal Swarm. One other thing I'll say, I'm not going to do a race in this video. There will be a video looking at the racing, so stay tuned for that. But right now I'm just going to go through the hangar. I'm going to list various patch things and then I'm going to jump into Vandal Swarm and we'll take a look at some of the changes to the ships and dogfighting and everything like that. So let's get into it, and excuse me while I look down at my piece of paper. So as I've mentioned, we've got new hangars. There's 4 new hangars. Discount, Business, Deluxe, they're all still there. Discount is now called the Self-Land. Business is called the AeroView, so this is the AeroView. Deluxe is called the Revel and York, and the Asteroid Hangar has been introduced as well, and that's called the VFG Industrial Asteroid Hangar. So yay for that. You can see I've only got 2 ships being displayed here. I still have access to the trainers, the 300i and the Hornet trainers, but I can't access them in the hangar right now. So I can go to the options menu and go Arena Commander. My mouse control is not working properly. So I can still access Arena Commander. You can see the ships are there. I just can't see them in the hangar right now. So if you're just jumping in the hangar for the first time and you can't see the trainers, don't panic. You still have access to them. So that's cool. There's 2 new ships that are available in Arena Commander, the M50 and the 350R. They're both for sale and they're no longer limited items anymore. They're both for sale on the store and they will be permanently, I guess. So that's something. So what else? We've got friend codes. That basically means that you can play Arena Commander with your friends. To go alongside that, we've got Vandal Swarm co-op mode, which is pretty cool. The HUD and stuff have been improved. We've got proper lead indicators and everything, and that builds into the fact that Class 1 weapons are now actually Class 1 weapons. Previously, all weapons were Class 2 weapons, which means they were gimbaled. No longer. So we do have proper Class 1 weapons now, and I'll actually run over to my holo table and show that off a little bit. So that's a nice change. Aiming requires at least a little bit of skill now. I say a little bit. We'll see how it actually goes in practice. We've got a number of improved sound effects. And sounds for things that we didn't have, so when you lose a missile lock you have a sound for that now, I believe. All sorts of things like that. I'm not going to go through every single update or every single patch because there's so much of it. Like I will leave a full link to the patch notes in the video description. So let's take a look at our ships here. We'll go to the weapons, there we go, and you'll see we've got these Class 1 mounts. Interestingly, Omnisky 6s for the Hornet and the Mantis Gatlings are on the 300i. I don't know if this is a bug or if this is how it's supposed to be. I really don't know. It's kind of weird though. But anyway, it doesn't really matter because you can take the weapons off and play around with it and everything like that. I'm actually going to put the... that's not the right ship. Put the Omniskys onto the Hornet. So you see these are... if I click on that, that doesn't actually have a class attached to it, so I can attach the Class 1 mount. Maybe I can just put that... yeah, so I can't put that straight on. Class 1 mount. Omnisky 6 onto the mount. Didn't work. Okay, there we go. Takes a little bit of screwing around sometimes. I think my head moving around might be messing it up a little bit too. Obviously the TrackIR stuff, this is very early, so it's not exactly fully working. So that's our Hornet. Let's take a look at this in a Arena Commander, Vandal Swarm. So I'll access it through here. You can see we've got a new options menu as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, Hornet. There we go. Let's go Drone Sim. Drone Sim. Okay. Yeah, my mouse is just taking a little bit to work. So we'll go Broken Moon, Vandal Swarm. Let's launch into this. Now, one other thing, apparently joystick controls, well, all control schemes have been kind of updated a little bit. I had a look in the controls earlier and I couldn't actually see the diagram for the X52 anymore. I don't know if they've removed it or if it was a bug that it wasn't displaying. The end result is that I'm not 100% sure what controls do what anymore, or how different it is to how it was before. So this may take a little bit of getting used to, but you know, we still don't have rebindable controls. I will say that as well. That's kind of disappointing, to be honest. I was hoping that it would be in this patch. Apparently it will be in an update to this patch, so coming soon, hopefully. But yeah, right now still don't have it. So we'll just have to deal with that, I suppose. Obviously, I believe you can still rebind your XML files and all that sort of thing. It also seems a number of the console commands have been removed or aren't working, one or the other. I'm not 100% sure which. So things like r_motion blur equals 0 to turn off the motion blur. So you can see TrackIR in the cockpit. It's beautiful. I love it. It does, that was a bit close. It does move the reticle around as well, which affects the turret. So, okay, yeah, that's something else. When the Vandals spawn in, it does that. It kind of took me by surprise the first time. Okay, so the turret controlled by that, but if I shoot over here with that, you see my my cannons firing straight ahead, and I've just realized that my cannons are not recharging, so that's probably a bug. I'm guessing the class 1 mounts may not be transferring power to the cannons. I'm not 100% sure. Alright, flying around. So ship performance across the board has been improved, apparently. Boosting works slightly differently now. You've also got a fuel quantity down there, if you see that, as well as throttle controls. That's nice stuff. We also have proper 6 degrees of separation. So I'm using a little hat button on my joystick now. It doesn't seem to work properly. If you notice my my speed decreasing, but it does move me from side to side, but it seems to stop my forward thrust. It's a little bit strange. I'm not 100% sure what's working and what's actually bugged here at the moment, if I'm completely honest. So you see we've got these lead indicators here, 1 and 2. That's for the various weapon groups. So number 1 is for weapons group 1, obviously. 2 is for weapons group 2. It's taking a bit of getting used to having my reticle bound to my head movements. Gotta hold my head in exactly the right spot. I mean, you'll probably get used to it eventually. You can see no auto aim. It's the rounds are going. Why am I in reverse? What did I press that put me in reverse? I think okay. Right. I've worked. Okay, that's one of the new controls, I guess. Like I said, this is going to take a bit of getting used to. Let's try and pop off a missile if I don't run into an asteroid or something here. You see the ships are still sliding around like crazy. That's going to take, again, getting used to. Alright, we've got a missile lock. Fire that off. Still works. So I'm just kind of flying in a straight line here, and I can still do this. But that's because this is the Hornet and it has a rotating ball turret sort of thing. So not every ship is going to be able to do this, presumably. Oh, I actually got a kill. Don't know how that happened. But it is really cool being able to look around with my head. I mean, this stuff is awesome. So there are plenty of bugs. It's a bit crashy. It's crashed multiple times as I was just trying to start this up. You know, this is alpha, early access, whatever you want to call it. That's just part of it. Crashes will happen. Can I kill this guy? I'm not even hitting him. There we go. Yay, I killed a wave 1 enemy. Okay, so I'm liking this actually. I mean, part of that is TrackIR. TrackIR is just so awesome. You can actually use it in third person as well in here. Still, it doesn't quite work in third person, as you saw in the hangar earlier. Alright, so that's pretty cool. It is going to take a bit of getting used to having the ships slide around like this. So apparently, let's go into my coupled button isn't working. I wanted to go into decoupled mode, but I don't actually know what control it is. Oh, well, that's a bit irritating. Because the 6 degrees of freedom thing is apparently slightly different in decoupled mode versus coupled mode. But yeah, with the control scheme having just changed and everything, I'm not quite sure what does what right now. You know, the patch has only just come out. We'll figure this stuff out in time, I'm sure. But okay, so that's that. Let's go back to the hangar. Yep. So that'll be pretty cool in co-op mode as well. One thing I forgot to mention, it's apparently far more noticeable now as well when your ship takes damage or when your ship gets hit. It's apparently far more noticeable. Like you kind of shake around in the cockpit and everything like that. So other videos that I'll have coming up, I'm going to do a before and after comparison of the business hangar. One thing is, with these new hangars, you can use kind of lower spec hangars as well. So I can actually go to the RSI website and I can select if I want to use the discount hangar. So I'll do a bit of a tour of the discount hangar too. And obviously there will be a racing video. I'm going to record that right after this. Hopefully that will be up fairly soon. Given my crappy internet, it'll probably actually take 10 hours to upload or something. That's not an exaggeration. But we'll see how it goes. So yeah, right now, from what I've seen so far, this is a really cool patch. It's a really big patch. Like there's a lot of stuff that's changed. So, you know, you may experience some difficulty with the flight model or whatever when you're first jumping into it. All I'd say is give it a bit of time, get used to it. I'd say it's not final yet, obviously. There's still a lot of stuff to change and everything. But yeah, really cool. So I'll leave this here for now, and stay tuned to the channel for those future videos that I was talking about. And yeah, as always, I've been Vornskyr. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.